Today we're talking about using the phone to increase sales. Despite the bad rep that outgoing telesales has gotten, there's money to be made by upselling on an incoming call. Our next guest says too few do it and even fewer do it well. Here to discuss how to win business with your customer service reps is Managing Director of the Customer Care Institute and a former executive with Coca-Cola, Roger Nunley. Roger, welcome.
Thanks, Valerie. It's a pleasure to be here.
The latest Aspect Contact Center Satisfaction Index indicates that some 73% of all contact center interactions are over the old-fashioned telephone. That sounds remarkably high, doesn't it?
Yes, the telephone has always been very important in dealing with your customers and communicating with your customers.
Right, and the phone is key to customer interaction, but what about sales specifically?
Well, there's a huge opportunity there that a lot of companies don't really realize when it comes to their customers actually contacting them. You know, in many cases we've seen companies that install self-service operations, and it's as if they don't want to speak to their customers. What we're seeing now is that more and more companies are recognizing the benefit of speaking directly to their customers, one, to build a relationship, and then to perhaps upsell or cross-sell.
When companies do that and they're not taking advantage of this opportunity to upsell, are they leaving revenues on the table? Are they missing a really valuable opportunity?
Absolutely. There are a number of ways that you can maximize that contact with your customer. The first thing you have to do is make sure that you resolve the customer's issue when they call in. Then you need to have the information on hand so that you know what that customer needs. And it could be an extended warranty, it could be maybe a different an upgrade on your cable TV service if you're a cable TV company. There are a number of things, but the key is satisfy the customer first, identify what those needs are, and then sell that customer on a product or service that'll help them fulfill that need.
But how well are small businesses doing at this?
Not very well. Small businesses, I think, are leaving a lot of money on the table by not taking advantage of that customer interaction.
What are some of the mistakes, would you say, that are being made?
Well, one, the people aren't trained to sell. The people who are answering the telephone, the staff, might not be trained to upsell or cross-sell. They may not have the tools to do that or the information to do that. So a number of things that can keep that from being a successful interaction. Training is key.
Right. And should those reps automatically be mandated to sell the product?
That's a huge mistake. If I'm a customer calling in and I'm irate because my cable service is out or my product is not working correctly, and then you, especially if you immediately try to sell me something, then you're going to lose that customer. And a lot of companies do mandate that as part of a performance item for their frontline customer service reps, and that's a huge mistake.
What about giving the people the authority to resolve the issues that come up?
Well, that's one thing that we see a mistake that a lot of companies make. They don't give their frontline employees the authority to resolve a complaint. They just are information takers. And then they have to go get approval to reimburse or send a new product from somewhere else.
And so there's waiting time, there's hold time for the customer.
And clearly, the quicker you resolve a customer's issue, the happier that customer is going to be and the more likely they're going to stay with you. And there's a measurement that we use in the industry that's called first contact resolution. And that's how you measure the effectiveness of the call. If you resolve that issue on the first call and the customer doesn't have to call you back or you don't have to call the customer back, then that's a good thing. Right.
Well, we've seen that on BizWise that providing excellent customer service is super important to business owners, particularly small business owners. Are they in a better position to provide it?
In many cases, yes, because there is more one-on-one contact in that sort of a situation. Small business owners are there. They can make or break the interaction just by saying the wrong thing, losing their temper, or paying particular attention to what the customer, again, needs and focusing on that.
Let's talk a little bit about outsourcing customer service. Is that a good idea?
It's a little difficult to do that, and most companies prefer to keep customer service as close as possible to the business, because when you outsource it, you're losing that direct connection with your customer, and it also requires some training of whoever you're outsourcing it to, so that they can make certain that they are that they are the face of your company and that they're doing and treating your customers the way you would like for them to be treated.
Right. But what about with outbound calls?
If you're placing outbound sales calls, or yes, that you can outsource, but the larger outsourcing service bureaus usually won't handle small projects because there's not enough revenue there for them. So my recommendation would be that a small business owner hire 1 or 2 temporary employees and train them, set them up, and give them some phones, maybe run an office somewhere, and they can start dialing.
Right. So tell us a little bit about what you do. What's the Customer Care Institute?
Well, we're a resource organization. We help companies improve their customer care systems. We do it through assessments and helping them improve their customer care processes and procedures. We help them measure customer satisfaction, and we also offer training.
How do you work with small businesses who need your help?
Well, we have a lot of information on our website at customercare.com. Articles, how-tos, and actually we have some online training there as well for frontline reps.
How to win business with your customer service reps. Roger Nunley, thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.
And for more information on better serving your customers, go to customercare.com. This is BizWise TV.